Hello, 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 hello. You are now watching, listening, whatever the heck. This is the Cyber Seance. Look, I cannot speak today, folks. This is a Cyber Seance, Cybernetic Seance. God damn. This is a Cybernetic Seance podcast, episode 3. It's only episode 3, folks. Go easy on me here. I'm still very new at this. So yeah, welcome to the show, everyone. We got a great one here for you today. Today, our guest is the enigmatic. Look at guys, look at me. I can't speak. I need to go back to kindergarten. See, Jesus. Today's guest is the enigmatic, Eggman-matic. Ladies and gentlemen, resting scary face. Let's pretend we have a sound machine in the audience. Woo! Yeah! Woo! How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Beautiful, beautiful, just beautiful. Now that I can see your resting scary face. Sorry. No. Ladies and gentlemen, resting scary face. For those who don't know who you are, man, tell us about you. Give us just like an abridged crash course of what you do.
Well, I just make music, you know. Just make music.
Yeah.
That's all I'm about.
No, that's what I love about this dude. I mean, I don't even know how I found your music. I don't know how we found. I think we found each other on social media like not a long time ago, but probably within the year, I'd say.
Yeah. It it
Yeah,
was it was on Instagram. I do
definitely.
remember that. It was on Instagram somehow. Maybe it was like uh, from a hashtag or something like that. That's how we came across each other. Or maybe it
Yeah,
was like, you know, following somebody through one of your followers. I don't know exactly,
yeah.
but
It,
once I saw you in the mask, I was like, I like this.
well, that's. I mean, that yeah. The same goes to you. I mean, I saw before I knew you did music. I think I saw your videos on Instagram first, like you chasing Spider-Man down the street with your dog.
Yeah.
I think that was my introduction to you.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I wonder how that popped up first that you came about seeing me. That's weird.
I don't know, but I was like, this guy is interesting. And then it was pretty quick for me to find out that he did music, and and I like it. Um, and on the topic of your music, it's really like, is avant garde like a good way? Is that something you would use to describe your music?
Nah. Uh but I'll take anything that anybody wants to like describe my music as, I'll take it.
I just
Um,
can't describe it. That's how I would really explain it.
that's same here. Like I'm always like trying to think in my head what, because that's the first thing people ask, like, oh, what kind of music do you make? And I'm always trying to think about the best way to put it without sounding like a moron and like I don't know what I'm talking about my own music.
I've been there. I have been there. That's for sure.
Because it's just like, oh, what kind of music do you make? Oh, it's like, and then they're just like, oh, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about, and it's just like goes out the back of their head. So I need to come up with a pitch, like a good
Ooh,
pitch.
good sales pitch. Just like, yeah,
Yeah,
what I learned from a buddy a long time ago, and this doesn't apply to every artist. I don't think, especially an artist like you, where you're just so like you're so different from everyone else that you can really do whatever you want. But a buddy of mine once told me, he was like, the best way to pitch yourself to a label or something like that was that I'm like these three artists or whatever. But I feel like with you, I can't really like I don't know. I wouldn't be able to compare you to any other artist. And I don't know if that's something you want or if that is a compliment to you in any way, but I really can't compare you to someone else. Maybe I'm just not that maybe I'm not I really don't know anything about music and I'm just not that educated, but uh
Well, I mean, yeah, I get that, like three bands that or artists that you might sound like, but I mean, it's more like, I guess, like I always tell people like the three artists that I listen to that I like, but then again, I don't sound like really like the three artists that I would say I like.
who are those three artists?
Er, well, there's more than three, but off the top of my head, like my favorite artists, bands that I've been listening to has got to be Arcade Fire, Pinback, and Slipknot, Wilco. Um, those are just a few,
I
and
love
it's
Arcade Fire. Like that
hell
that
yeah,
one that one took me off. No, actually, it makes sense. It makes sense. I don't know. They're really eclectic, you know.
yeah,
They're all. I wouldn't be able to really compare a lot of their music to this, to this one album to another. Um, yeah,
right, right. Like I said, like I don't try to like sound like them, or I know I do sound like them, but that's what I listen to, you know.
yeah.
Um, but I gotta say, Arcade Fire, Funeral album, Neon Bible album. I'm talking about that Arcade Fire.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Their older stuff. Gosh, I love it.
It's good stuff. So we're gonna play one of your songs here in a little bit, but before we get into that song, I want to ask you: did the look or the name come first? The old chicken or the egg question. Was it did the look inspire the name Resting Scary Face, or did Resting Scary Face inspire, or was it just all simultaneous?
Well, the name came first before the look, but
Okay.
the look didn't necessarily wasn't inspired by the name. So I got the look from before I dressed up in a mask and face paint and the wig, and I just had resting scary face. It was just regular face. Um, but whenever I was doing that, I made two projects, and the album cover art I did myself, and how I made those was by using a picture of myself, and then I don't know the website, but it was like an AI generated website, not that stupid new one where you put in a couple words and it comes up, but it was way before that. So it wasn't like I copied that and got my album artwork from that, but it was some AI generated website where you could put in two pictures, mash them up with a face of a person that doesn't exist, and it was a woman's face. So my first project is called Protect Attack, PRTC ATTC, and I mashed up my face with that woman's face that doesn't exist, and that's how I got the album cover for that. So my third album project, whatever, I I did it. I kind of did it again, and I got this look of a pale white face, dark circles, red lips, and like blonde hair, or almost white blonde hair, And
That's Lovey Potions, correct?
yes,
Which
once I got that, I was like, I'm gonna try to make this come to life and be that. And I didn't know if I was just going to do it for like the run of releasing my project, but once I got everything that I needed to make myself appear like this, and I put everything on, man, I felt so good. I was like, this is me. This is I'm gonna just look like this all the time.
It's badass. It's like iconic in its own way, man. Like I can't explain it, because it's always, and I'm sure you probably felt the same way to some degree, but going into, me going into, mask territory, it's like, for me at least in my genre, that's like there's a lot of shoes to fill. You're gonna get countless comparisons to Slipknot or I got a lot of Ghost on my last tour. I got a lot of people saying, "Oh, Ghost this and Ghost that," and it's, and it's one of those things. Was that something that you ever experienced going into masks?
With this, well, yeah, of course you get the, that reminds me of Slipknot. Oh man, but shit, I mean, there's a lot of bands that do the mask thing, and my music necessarily doesn't sound like Slipknot, so it's not like I'm trying to be like Slipknot or whatnot.
Whatnot.
But yeah, I mean, I get it though.
Yeah,
I get it. I came up with the idea from that picture that I created for my cover art. So it really wasn't like, I'm going to try to make a mask because I like Slipknot. It was just like, I just happened to listen to Slipknot, but
yeah.
But yeah, that's.
Oh, well, on that note, we're going to play a song off of, I believe it's the first project. And is there anything you can say about this song or what its name is? If you want to introduce this bad boy.
I'm not totally sure exactly which song it is.
Okay, that's okay. I got you guys. This one is Bioexorcist.
Okay.
Oh, so is this off your first or second project?
This one is off the second one.
Oh, okay. My bad. I got that mixed up. So this is off of Horror Drama.
Yes.
All right. So guys, listen to Bioexorcist off of Horror Drama. Enjoy.
Should've seen him, but the bright lights keeping me up with the internet man and his suicide.
Exorcist by Resting Scary Face. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, watching this live, welcome back to the Cybernetic Séance podcast. Look, I said it right this time. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest here today is the very lovely and beautiful Resting Scary Face. What you were just listening to is the sweet sounds of his music. Let me ask you this question, my guy. Was it a horror drama, or is there any horrific drama involved in the making of horror drama? Anything you can tell us about that project?
Can I tell you about that project? I don't know. I just kind of just came up with the name. I like those two words together, and
Yeah.
that's just about it.
Are there any, like, is horror like something that you're into at all, or does that inspire what you do in any way, or has horror inspired anything you've done?
I don't necessarily think it inspires anything, but I do love the horror genre. Um, and my girlfriend always set out and get an old horror movie like every couple of weeks, and you know we like watching those and spending time watching those. But I wouldn't necessarily say it inspires any of my music. I don't know. I guess I like the horror drama name for my project just because resting scary face, it just kind of
Yeah.
ties together. And I might, people, whenever I first, or any, I guess still, when people see me, they might be like, oh my God, it scared me, or like, that looks terrifying, or
The name
something
just
like
kind
that.
of conveys the I guess the vibe.
Yeah, yeah. And with
Yeah.
the drama part,
Yeah.
that's kind of like how my music is.
Do you think so since you started this project, do you think many people have understood it or have like got it right away?
Um, no, but a few have.
Okay.
Yeah, really, it I like when, yeah, it surprises me whenever people actually the I like your music, and I get it, but then a lot of people don't.
Yeah, that's the struggle. I mean, I feel it, I mean, I've never really had many people in my area, especially like my hometown, really get what I've been trying to do. Um it's been years of me doing this, and it's never really stuck to many people, but I mean, I guess the first tour that I just did where I got to meet you, it was really cool because like now I'm meeting all these people that I fuck with, and like personally, like the big reason why I have you on the show is personally I am, a fan of your music. I became a fan of your music first, and so getting to meet all these people and all these people that I've gotten to talk to online has been like a real treat. And speaking of being a fan of your music, I wish I had this loaded up here in our playlist, but I don't. But to be, I gotta let you know, man, that's my favorite song that you have for some reason. Like I put that on in the morning. We did that on tour a lot. I play that. It was like one of the first songs I play when we head out. I was like, I'm gonna put on to be because that's like a perfect mid tempo get into the get into the groove of the day.
Thank you. Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess I want to touch on this and put this out there, with my whole look and everything like that, and with people getting it or not. Um, yeah, whenever I perform my music, it's easier to understand, why I'm like this. But if you haven't heard my music before and I'm walking down the street, you might be like, this is a weirdo, or have never met me or don't know me by my music. It's just like, oh, this is a weird person walking towards me right now. Should I get over to the other side of the sidewalk? um, but I mean, I, I I did get the look from like this image that I just happened to create, but it also resonated with me, like the whole look, the name resting scary face. I all my whole life I felt like I had a resting bitch face, and that's the play on words of resting bitch face.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I've always felt before I had the mask and makeup, like people would see me and just kind of like not sure what was gonna come out of my mouth, or not. I didn't feel understood, or always felt like the 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 black goose, whatever, the outcast always. And this just kind of fit that persona perfectly, that I could embrace myself, and feel more confident and feel better about myself. I I don't know. I always felt like I had like darker circles under my eyes, and that just kind of enhanced that thought about myself, and where I could be like, this is me.
It's in a way you're able to like step into a much truer version of yourself, because I mean I can relate to that as well as wearing a mask and playing Nexus. I don't personally like to walk around with a big dick and pretend I'm a rock star, but like when I put on the mask and you know wears the suit and I'm on stage, then he can be that guy, and that's really fun because I can like tap into that sort of little not like egotistical side of me, but that like part of me that wants to be a bit of an attention whore or a showman, I guess is a better word to describe it. It's like I like to think of the Nexus character a lot as a showman, very flamboyant, very much in your face. And so like I personally, outside of the costume, don't have the confidence to be that guy. But when I put that on, it's like I'm able to, and it's not like I'm pretending to be someone else though, because I also feel like I'm being true to an aspect of myself that's always like kind of itching to get out, but is always looking for that like avenue to be that guy. If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah. Yes, totally. I feel that whenever I'm on stage, I got that stage presence, but
Yeah.
whenever I'm off the stage or just regular old me, I'm kind of shy, kind of soft spoken, and just more. I'm a pretty happy person.
Yeah.
I'm people say I'm polite, so the contrast of me looking scary, but then having a being soft in the inside, I
Yeah.
really like that whole thing. You know.
I can say I really liked that, like being on tour and you know when I've had enough with the mask, I would take it off and I would go and get changed and come back and go behind the merch table, and there would be some moments, some nights where people would ask me where the other guy went, or can
Mhm.
you get that guy out, and to me that was cool because I was able to just kind of step off and be myself, and having that contrast is I think it's healthy for the ego. you don't get to fool yourself. But that's just my own personal journey right there.
Yeah.
but but I like that, like, and it's cool for you because it's like it subverts people's expectations. They, at first, I guess, if they don't know who you are, they look at you and they think, holy cow. And then they meet you and they see how polite, because you were, when I met you, that's one thing I'll say about you and your girlfriend. You guys were both very polite, very kind people. And, if people didn't know you and then met you, that would have probably blown their minds. And I want to let the people out there who's watching know right now, despite a lot of, I mean, from what you heard, like the song we previous played, God damn, I'm back to being a terrible speaker. The song we played from him earlier, really good song, but a lot of his music isn't that aggressive. A lot of your music is actually quite beautiful and thoughtful and very, I don't know, like, not maybe not a lot of it, but a lot of the music from you that I do like is a lot of like the softer stuff. I do like a lot of the more atmospheric stuff that you've done, if that's the correct word to describe that.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, like you can't judge a person until you've met them. That goes for anybody. Myself looking at another person, you know, you just don't know. You can't just come up with an opinion about that person before even talking to them. And like you said, seeing someone and then not knowing who what they're about or whatnot. Like, out of my makeup and mask, I have tattoos on my face. I feel like, when someone sees me, they're just like, oh shit, who's this gangbanger? But that's not the case at all.
No, it's not.
Just a regular person.
A regular resting scary face, just like everyone else. Huh. Well, I want to play another one of your songs here. This one is, I guess, what would you say about it before I get into it? It's more of a, I guess, on YouTube, it's a visualizer for rolling eyes.
Yeah, Alicia Pennington shot that video. There was a show I was doing. They showed up, and it was like a cool stage and background. So they just shot a little thing together for me and put the visualizer together. That was really nice of them to do. It turned out really good.
So you guys just did that all in one night.
Yeah,
How long did it take to shoot?
as long as the song took.
I like that. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into that song. If I can figure out how to use my computer here, so if it works here, just like how it's supposed to. Any minute now. Look into my eyes, and I'll prove it to you. All right. Rolling eyes is rolling.
If I would have known, you would have disappeared. Hold your head, maybe times when you'll see some tears. A little ego stood in front of my sincere. I would have cut it off when we were out at sea. If I would have known, you would have disappeared. I would have never let go of something so special. to the next episode. I'm pulling stitches out every one of them. Rolling eyes will let me know. Turn around, walk to 100. Sit back, enjoy the show. Half price for the low. Ain't nobody coming back for you if it ain't shiny gold. The ocean swallow every piece of our tiny boat. 4 clouds above the sun, some parts never show. Cursed us from the first sound of wind to blow. I want it, I said, 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 I want it, I said. If I would've known you would've disappeared, I would've never let go of something so special. Make me wanna skip to the next episode. I'm pulling stitches out every one of them. Rolling eyes will let me know. Turn around, walk to 100. Sit back, enjoy the show. Half price for the low. Ain't nobody coming back for you if it ain't shiny gold. The ocean swallow every piece of our tiny boat. 4 clouds above the sun, some parts never show. Cursed us from the first sound of wind to blow. Ain't nobody coming back for you if it ain't shiny gold. The ocean swallow every piece of our tiny boat. 4 clouds above the sun, some parts never show. Cursed us from the first sound of wind to blow. I want it, I said, 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 I want it, I said. If I would've known you would've disappeared, I would've never let go of something so special. Make me wanna skip to the next episode. I'm pulling stitches out every one of them. If I would've known you would've disappeared, I would've never let go of something so special. Make me wanna skip to the next episode. I'm pulling stitches out every one of them. So special.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cybernetic Séance podcast. I am once again your host, Ryan Laney, aka Ryan Frankenstein. And if you're just now tuning in to the live feed, our guest today is Resting Scary Face. You were just listening to Rolling Eyes from his glorious, illustrious catalog. And I don't know what you're saying, man. You're telling me earlier that you don't sound like Slipknot? That sounded exactly like Slipknot to me, bro. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, people will be saying I am biting hard.
Yeah, that's it, bro. I can hear it. I can hear the tin cans in the back. Not the whatever, the kegs. Yeah. Nah, man, that's one of my favorites too. I love that song. And the video is just cool. You
I
know?
always say that's my radio song that was never probably ever will be on the radio.
No, the campaign starts today. We're gonna get this shit on major radio. Gonna happen, man. We can just you know what, we'll make you like a bubblegum pop hit, you know, some like really upbeat, you know, something like Britney Spears would sing, you know, and like straight out of like early 2000s.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
Yeah, there we go. That's for you, Brittany. That's for you. Oh man. Well, you just dropped a project not too long ago, and we kind of talked about it earlier. We talked about the cover. But is there anything you can like tell us about it? Like, can you plug it a little bit? I want to let the people know.
Yeah, it's called
No.
Lovey Potions Uncursed of the Disenchanted. Um, Plug in it, you can check it out on Bandcamp, uh, Spotify, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to music. Just put in Resting Scary Face. You can check it out for yourself.
That's a cool name because it stands out from the rest of your other stuff. Is there anything like how did you like come up with that name? That's just it's a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, I wanted to try to make a title that has been different from my other projects, and I just really liked how those words were put together and how that sounded, and that's just was like that's what I'm gonna call this.
Yeah. Huh. I like it. And to be that, like I said earlier, guys, my favorite song is off that one. That I mean that whole the whole project album, I'm not sure what you would describe it as. Um is really really interesting. I hear like just a cross of genres, not even like in one song to another, but like in one song, it'll like switch up just like not even halfway, even on To Be the drums on those I noticed you'll start more trappy and then they'll get into more like rock and then it'll kind of blend and I don't know. Like what was your did you have any sort of like process in which you created the music? Like do you create all the music by the way for the people out there that do not
Yes,
know?
yes. I like to do everything myself, so I pretty much I'm not like looking for producers to produce my album. I want to do it myself and try to do everything that I possibly can myself.
Whoa, I'm having some picture issues here, folks. Give me a give me a moment.
No
We're
worries.
fixing we're
All
fixing
good.
this. Okay, and we're back.
Cool.
Yes, but you were saying on that note, but you want. I'm so sorry, I missed a little bit of what you were saying
It's okay.
there.
No
I can.
worries. So like I feel like I I'm so I don't like make a certain type of sound of music. I just kind of make what I make, and then maybe whenever I'm putting a project together, I'll be like, so what songs sound cohesive together, and then I might take one out, or but I feel like I don't make one certain type of genre.
I heard you this time. I'm just working on a technical issue on my end here.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, let's hope we didn't lose our beautiful picture here. If not, we might have to switch over to the old webcam. Oh man. I swear this never happens. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, oh, jeez. Oh, God. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, yep, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do that. And
Aha. Hey, I can't hear you. Still can't hear you. You good?
can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you and I could see you.
Okay, now I can see myself twice. This is beautiful. It's like that guy from was it Jerry Springer where he's like looking at into his camera. Which
Hey,
monitor?
at least it's all back.
Hey, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Don't know what that was? Oh shoot. Look at him. The other guy's frozen again.
Hey,
Come on, man. Wait, we're
this
just gonna keep
works.
we're gonna keep him here. Because this way it works. We're anyway, we're even getting to the end of the the broadcast as it is, so that's fine. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're just going to keep this the way it is until then. Let's see if I can bring him back. Come on, wake me up inside, pal. Come on, come on. Well, it's a good thing this is happening now.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
well, ladies and gentlemen, to close things out, to do it in the most professional way possible, I want to ask you one more question. And it's a very complicated question, so I understand if it's a little difficult. But what is your favorite movie?
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay. My favorite movie. Jurassic Park, the first one. The
Fuck
first one.
yeah, dude. The best one. The
You
only
know,
one.
I wanted to be a paleontologist because of that movie. I even studied anthropology for a short bit, and that's what I wanted to do. But I gave it up to be just to fuck. I didn't like the
To
work this way.
be.
I It wasn't the right time in my life. Maybe I'll go back to it one day.
Hey man, life, is that's the beautiful thing about being alive is, you can do it if you want to. If you find a way, you can just do it.
Yes, and no one knows if there's a life after this. So embrace yourself and what you're given, and don't care about who's looking at you or what other people think about you. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your life.
Those are words to live by. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Resting Scary Face, do you have any closing statements? Any way people can plug, or you can plug yourself, not people plug you? I don't know if this is that type of broadcast, but how can people find you, as we're closing out here today?
If you feel so compelled, intrigued, want to maybe check out my music, just put in Resting Scary Face wherever you listen to music at.
You heard the man, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Resting Scary Face, it's been a pleasure. You've been tuning in to the Cybernetic Séance podcast. I said it right this time. My name is Ryan Laney, aka Ryan Frankenstein. I play Nexus in this crummy band called Our Frankenstein. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a wonderful, wonderful show. Until next time. Bye.